Have you ever asked yourself a painful question? Why is it always the reserved, slightly mysterious person who captures attention, while the overly available, fully transparent, open book slowly fades into the background? This isn't luck, it isn't fate, it's psychology. There's a principle called the scarcity effect, and it quietly governs attraction, respect, and perceived value. When something is everywhere, it feels ordinary. When something is limited, it feels valuable. Now here's the uncomfortable truth. If you are available 24/7, replying instantly, sharing every thought, broadcasting every detail of your life, you are signaling abundance. And abundance, in social psychology, lowers perceived value. Today we're going to talk about strategic scarcity, not manipulation, not arrogance, but controlled access. Rule 1. Close your mouth. Reduce access. Oversharing is the fastest way to eliminate intrigue. In a world addicted to constant updates, silence has become rare, and rare equals powerful. You do not need to narrate your breakfast, your frustrations, your private conflicts, or your next move. Treat your personal life like restricted territory. Not everyone gets clearance. Try disappearing occasionally. Don't be permanently online. When someone asks what you're thinking, smile lightly and say, "Nothing much." That small pause after your answer, that's where curiosity is born. Mystery is not darkness. It's visible presence without full exposure. Rule 2. Become the iceberg. Psychologists often use the iceberg metaphor. Only a small percentage is visible above the surface. The true mass exists below. Charismatic individuals operate the same way. When asked about a personal challenge or future plan, most people over-explain. The strategic mind uses incomplete answers. For example, "How did you handle that situation?" Response: "It's handled." And stop. Silence activates imagination. The human brain hates unfinished patterns. It fills in the gaps automatically. When you reveal everything, there's nothing left to discover. When you reveal selectively, people lean forward. Curiosity creates pursuit. Rule 3. Practice controlled absence. There's a psychological principle known as the law of absence. People don't feel value until something is missing. Water feels ordinary until it stops running. If you're always present, your presence loses impact. You don't need to accept every invitation. You don't need to answer every call immediately. You don't need to say yes to maintain connection. Say no calmly, without over-explaining. "I can't tonight. I have other commitments." Even if that commitment is investing in yourself, when your time is selective, your presence becomes a privilege, not an assumption. Rule 4. Break predictability. Routine destroys intrigue. If people can predict your reactions, your schedule, your opinions, your tone, you become cognitively flat. The charismatic mind introduces dimension. If you're usually calm, set a boundary firmly when required. If you're usually serious, reveal an unexpected creative side. Multidimensional personalities maintain long-term fascination. When people think they've understood you, show them there's more beneath the surface. Rediscovery fuels attraction. Rule 5. Leave at the peak. This is one of the oldest performance principles in psychology. Most people stay until the energy declines. They linger until conversation fades. They overextend the moment. Strategic individuals leave at the emotional high point, when the laughter is strong, when the energy is elevated, when their presence is most appreciated. A calm glance at the time, a confident smile. "I enjoyed this." Scarcity strengthens memory. Let's be clear, mystery is not ego. Scarcity is not manipulation. It's self-respect. In a culture obsessed with exposure and validation, restraint becomes power. Open books are read once and forgotten, but layered minds are explored repeatedly. So ask yourself, are you constantly broadcasting, or are you building depth? If you reach this point, you understand something most people don't. Subscribe to Mindfluence if you value psychological leverage over superficial attention. Comment below. Which rule will you apply first? And share this with someone who needs to upgrade their social positioning.